David is in New Mexico. Hi, David. How are you?
Hey, Dave. Hey, George. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure. What's up?
So my wife and I, we've really been committing to going through the baby steps. And right now we are doing baby step 4.
Mm-hmm.
And
Great.
what I wanted to know was when you guys thought would be a good time or a good baby step to start thinking about a baby. So we're at that point where we're considering it. I don't really like public schools in our area, so I want to send them to private school. Do you guys have any suggestions as far as when to start thinking about that?
Yesterday.
Or should that in the future?
You should already have babies. Go get babies. Babies are awesome.
Okay.
What's holding you back right now?
Well, so the main thing is, so both my wife and I work. She's a labor and delivery nurse, which probably explains why she's really wanting the baby. So my concern is once she has our first baby, that I would really like for her to be able to stay home. That's going to have a shift in our income.
Yep.
And so I don't want us to have to take any steps backwards since we've been able to move forward so well.
You shouldn't have to take steps backwards. You structure your household to where you live on your income.
Can you afford to live on your income alone, David, today?
So the biggest issue would be the mortgage. We took on the mortgage prior to the whole, Dave Ramsey baby steps. So it's a little bit more than our that portion of our income. So right now, at my current income, that probably might be feasible, but we would definitely have to do the whole beans and rice and beans again. So
well, it may be that you choose to not live in that house to have babies, or you choose to not live in that house to have babies and her be at home with them, or she works, 3/12s, which a lot of nurses do.
And a newborn's not going to private school, so we don't need to worry about that right now either.
At least not in my house.
No. Do they have private schools for newborns?
I
That's
suspect,
scary.
yeah.
Oh, boy.
But yeah, they got everything for newborns. But yeah, listen, we don't tell people when to have children. It's not a financial step. The baby steps have nothing to do with babies. And so, you have babies when you and God decide to have babies, and that's the time to have babies. And I'm a big fan of babies.
Yeah, and it becomes a line item in your budget. That's it.
Yeah,
it's an added expense.
And so what you're doing, David, is you're saying, okay, I really want my cake and eat it too. I want to be able to live in this house. I want to go to private schools. I want her to not have to work, and I want us to, to prosper and go forward. And you can't have all that. You're going to have to choose something. Your income's going to have to go up. She's going to have to maintain some kind of income, or you're going to live in a different house, or. And thus is the joy of raising a family. But I highly recommend it anyway. Yesterday, it's the babies are the best thing I've ever done, and I've done some really cool things, but babies are the best. The only thing better than the babies, of course, is the grandbabies. And if I'd have known how great grandbabies were, I'd have been nicer to their parents. So there you go.
Rachel and Daniel and Denise, they ended up just fine.
They turned out.
They're great.
They turned out. It's okay. But yeah, it's because of their mom.